Hey everybody, my name is Dakota Decker. I'm the Chief Technical Officer at GeoOrbital. And today I'm going to show you how to install your new GeoOrbital wheel onto your bike. So this is our demo bike. Like most bikes you'd find in a store or in your garage, they have this silly powerless wheel in the front with spokes. Worthless thing. We got to get rid of that. First thing we need to do is loosen the brakes. Then down at the quick release, rotate this lever 180 degrees and twist it counterclockwise a few times until it's loose. Then simply hold the wheel and lift the bike right off it. Nice and easy. Now we'll grab the GeoOrbital wheel and reverse the process. So align the axle with the fork, push down firmly so you're sure that it's seated on both sides. And then take the quick release, just going to spin this clockwise until it's snug, and then take this lever and rotate it 180 degrees. That should take a bit of force to lock it in firmly. Then we can tighten your brakes back up around the rim. So there's one more support point on the GeoOrbital wheel here. This is the torque arm. This is meant to react the force out of the motor, make sure we don't damage the forks at all. So what you want to do is take the entire wheel and rotate it forward until these rubber pads hit the fork. Then take these two rubber straps, wrap it around the fork and back over the torque arm. And the same thing on the back here. These don't need to be really tight, just make sure they're snug. And then finally take your throttle, just pull out a little slack in this line, take the clamp, wrap it around your handlebar, hook it onto the bottom, and just tighten that lever like so. Now to turn on the wheel, simply turn the key here to the on position. Then on the throttle itself, there's a small gray button on the side. Press that and you'll see the lights come on. Now I'll show you how to charge the battery as well. You should have received a charging adapter with your wheel. Plug one end into the wall there, standard wall socket. You'll notice when the battery is not plugged in, there's a green and a red light. Now if we go to the battery now, you want to rotate this little knob here next to the key. That'll reveal the power input. And take this end and plug it right in there. You'll notice now on the charger, the lights have turned red and red. That means that the battery is charging. When the battery's full, it'll go back to red and green so you can know that it's finished. Now you can also charge the battery outside of the wheel itself. So come back here, we're going to turn the key back to off, and then if you push the key in and rotate further, it'll go to this unlock mode. Now you have to remove the key to get the battery out. Grab the battery firmly and pull up, and it should just slide right out the side. So that's the battery there. There's a handle there to carry it as well. And the exact same thing, you're just going to take this side of the charger, plug it into the battery, and notice that it's charging. So you can charge inside the wheel, outside the wheel, on the bike, off the bike, have multiple batteries, swap them back and forth. Very easy. Now we'll just put this battery back in so you can see that process. Same thing as taking it out. Make sure it's still in the unlock position. Start at the top here. You'll feel it latch onto the locking bracket and then push down all the way. Key back in and turn it, and that'll lock it in place. That's it. Your wheel's good to go.
When you upgrade your Wi-Fi to eero, all your connected devices can finally work the way you want them to. eeros replace your router, forming a wireless mesh network that blankets your home in fast, reliable Wi-Fi. With eero, you'll have no more dead spots, slow spots, drop-offs, or buffering. It's Wi-Fi so good, you'll never think about Wi-Fi again.
I've been involved in the field of personal fabrication for 5 years now, and I've seen what an amazing impact that these tools can have, but I've also realized that these tools are just a fraction of what's possible.
When we were at the Media Lab at MIT, we had access to an amazing set of tools, 3D printing being one of the most important.
For designers and engineers like us, there was simply no solution if you want a high-resolution 3D printer at low cost on your desk.
So we decided to build it ourselves.
I really cannot imagine where my research would be without 3D printers. I would really like to have a 3D printer at my desk. We don't currently have any of the existing low-cost machines because the part quality, resolution, and repeatability is nowhere where we need it to be.
In architecture and many design fields, the software tools have advanced pretty significantly, but there's been a gap between what you can actually design and what you can actually make. And I think the Formlabs printer provides an exciting opportunity to be able to design and then physically make quickly precise, complex geometry.
Formlabs changes the way people design things. They're going to be able to get really pro-quality 3D printed parts way cheaper, way faster than they've ever been able to do that before. Formlabs takes us a giant step closer to the engineer's dream, which is routine 3D printing, the way they'd print on paper.
To design a 3D printer that produces great parts every time, you've got to bring together a team of designers, engineers, and material scientists to make a tightly integrated product. If you can do that, you can fundamentally change 3D printing, and I think we've done exactly that.
Stereolithography is great. It's a tried and true process. It's been around for well over 25 years. It produces the best quality parts in the industry.
The way it works is pretty simple. A laser beam is drawn across the surface of a liquid plastic resin that hardens when exposed to a specific wavelength of light. After the layer is drawn, the build platform lifts and the process is repeated layer by layer until the part is finished.
We have a great user experience. We have powerful and easy to use software. We've built a reliable and beautifully designed printer, and we're developing materials which will enable our users to make amazing things. We've been working on the design of our product for over a year, and it's nearly complete. And so now it's time to start gearing up manufacturing so that we can get it into the hands of users everywhere. But to do that requires substantial resources.
The bottom line, designers are going to be able to make a lot more 3D printed parts. And I don't mean a few designers, I mean a few 100,000 designers, 1 million designers are going to have access to 3D printing in a way they didn't before Formlabs.
Imagine you have an incredible concept, and what we want to do is give you a great tool to make it real.
The road trip. His first bicycle. Just taking a moment for yourself. Or that unforgettable concert. Narrative Clip is the wearable camera for moments that matter. Over the past year, thousands of people from all over the world have captured beautiful, special, and unexpected moments with the Narrative Clip. During this time, many of our users have shared their experiences and ideas with us. And together, we've shaped the next step in the evolution of wearable cameras. Introducing the Narrative Clip 2. The camera is now equipped with a wider angle lens and high-definition sensor for even better photos. Many mounting options means that you can wear it anywhere and any way you like. And you can also wirelessly transfer your images and share your stories on the go. We kept the simplicity and the minuscule size. We made the battery last even longer. And the Narrative app is updated to make viewing and sharing your stories even smarter and easier. So no matter how, when, or where it happens, capture the moments that matter to you. Narrative Clip 2, the world's most wearable camera.